Welcome everyone to Pokemon Unite as we are going to spectate one of the top Greninja players for the day. Now, of course, we say one of the top Greninja players, right? So you kind of have the option with spectate mode to look at all the top ranked players and it'll show you, multiple Greninjas, multiple Lucario, etc, etc. I do want to, of course, ask for your forgiveness for just a few things. Is one, the spectator mode is still very similar to the last time that they rolled it out in that it doesn't have a really good way to transition, I guess, between players especially. You just use the L button or the R button to go left or right, and then you have to scroll through each player individually, and it's not like I can just jump to the Gible player if I wanted to right now, if you see that down there. We're kind of narrating, of course, from the Purple Squad perspective, but I'm going to try to do as best as I can to follow that Greninja player. There's going to be a lot going on screen. I mean, in general, in these Pokemon Unite matches, there's always a lot going on, right? And so therein lies the challenge, I guess, is that, we don't want to miss things, but granted, we are probably going to miss something just when there's all this action going on. And look at that, very, very close to that Slowpoke KO. Can they get the Absol? That Blissey going to go aggro? Absolutely going to get that eject. Probably worth it, I would say, especially to drop this early 21 points right there. Very, very nice. I was going to say the other thing I hope to apologize for is that I do have a bit of a cold. It's not COVID, definitely. It's just something that's in my sinuses, so exactly where I speak. That's the unfortunate part, right? It's affecting how I speak a little bit, so please bear with me. But anyway, you guys, getting some early points in right here. Purple Squad already looking very good. I'm not particularly a betting man in general, but if I was, look at this. Wow, it's that Greninja, that Lucario. Excellent Purple Squad synergy going on right here very early on, but I was going to say I would bet on them, because when you look at this, we of course have the advantage, I guess, of seeing the scores, where, of course, if you were one of these players live in that match, you would not have that score just sitting right there at the top middle, which is probably good. You might rest on your laurels a little bit anyway. Blissey, I saw some very impressive play early on from this Blissey, so I'm a little bit excited to also see what this Blissey's gonna do right here. As somebody who did play Blissey just a little bit at least, especially upon release, definitely much more supportive and everything like that. I barely got KOs with Blissey, so to see that this Blissey now taking down a Haunter as well, and we're still early game, you guys, like this is nuts. So very good play by the Blissey. Lucario on Lucario violence right here. This purple Lucario is looking to take it down. Sugoi Nexus, ladies and gentlemen. If we can point out some usernames. Luckily, I can actually say the usernames. It's not a language barrier here, at least with not every player. And so Absol gonna go ahead, try to Sucker Punch, gonna try to figure out what they can do. It does look for now that the Lucario is gonna escape, so let's see what we can observe, I guess, with the rest of the map. And so Gible in that top lane with the Mr. Mime player, as well as this aggro Blissey, man. Look at it go. Wow, so that was largely Blissey right there. Gonna throw down a one-pointer. It's no problem, especially when your team right there has, 8, maybe smaller amounts and things. 1 is no problem when you're that close to breaking the goal. And now MK Ultra, this is what we were here for, right? Is that Greninja gonna be getting a KO streak? 4 KOs right there, one after another, ladies and gentlemen, and then gonna hit the Dreadnought. Very good Greninja. This is what it's made for, man. Is look at these basic attacks doing so much damage right here. Gonna easily get that Dreadnought with the Blissey player. I'm impressed already, man. So definitely just with the showing of the Purple Squad, I would say. And so Lucario gonna go ahead and drop that too, but Greninja right here looking to drop the XL. That's a 40, and it does. So very, very easily, I would say too, making it look easy at least. So that Greninja basically going aggro, going ham on everybody. This Eldegoss trying to stand up to that Lucario, but then we see Orange Lucario is able to get a point, kind of backdoor right here, as well as the Haunter and the Slowbro on the Orange team, trying to mount a bit of a comeback right here. Just about 6 minutes in the match. Of course, Purple Squad also got the Rotom, so it's like not looking too great for the Orange Squad. So if you are on the Orange team, you're looking to get points wherever possible, so they did do the right thing. It's just now look at MK Ultra. Our Greninja actually not able to stand up to Gengar in the solo. It did have to pull off that Unite, and it was very close, you guys. So that Greninja with those critical hits, the basic attacks are just so strong, and looks like Lucario gonna pretty effortlessly take down the Orange Eldegoss right here. And now we got Mr. Mime, we got Blissey. again, this Blissey, man, I sometimes wish that I had seen some of what this Blissey's doing. It's just absolutely, I would say, devastating for a Blissey, you know, to be on the offensive like that. And to my knowledge, it looks like it has not gone Egg Bomb. I will say we don't even have the time to check that out because I'm just trying to catch like every moment, and there's moments that are happening just behind the scenes that I can't see because we're looking at somebody else. You know, it's like I want to try to focus on our Greninja, who was our, you know, obvious topic and our focus point for when we started up the match. We were obviously looking for the top Greninja player, but we might have run into also the Blissey player. And so here we go. We can see some action. Lucario versus Greninja. Very interesting matchup, but that Lucario gonna run away scared. Also out-leveled, you know, to go Lucario level 8 against Greninja level 11, even evenly matched. That's gonna be a very, very difficult battle. And so Greninja now gonna get a KO streak of 2. Can we get a revenge on this Gengar? If you're that Greninja player, you're happy to see this. Boom! It's gonna take it down with all those criticals. That Gengar was running away scared. At that point, it, you know, really looks like you're not gonna escape, and so you can keep on trying like that Gengar did, but without an eject button, without maybe X speed or something, you're really not gonna get out of that too easily. You know, that Greninja, that's the main problem, right? And it's one of the reasons they did have to maybe debuff Greninja a little bit. I know some Greninja specific players were probably very upset as this Lucario goes down, was really in the Orange Squad's territory. That was not really gonna go well. Do want to say also this Eldegoss really failing at trying to get this Dreadnought all by itself. When you're doing this, you really are just wasting that time. So that Eldegoss could have been helping somebody else out on the Orange Squad. They're doing okay because they're now going to get these points here and break that bottom goal. But as I was saying, you know, it had to back off of the Dreadnought. And so if you can't take that on solo like that, it really was just kind of a waste of time and effort. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be so callous. It's just that was the kind of lay of the land for that one. And so it looks like KO streak ×2, of course, for the Garchomp player, which was very good. It was kind of athlete times because they do have the Rotom that they're going to escort over there. And it does look like that Gengar and Lucario were unobstructed in getting the Dreadnought. So this kind of late game Dreadnought, we should say. And the Gengar is going to be able to drop that 20, it seems, and it does have the shield and everything too. So kind of good position for the Gengar to be in. Would have obviously liked to see more points if you were that Gengar player, as Purple Squad did get quite an offensive there on that top lane. That Blissey in a little bit of trouble, but it's okay. They were able to deposit points, were able to help out a lot. And you can see here at this stage, especially with what we know as the spectators, you know, we can see that it's 404 to 130. Like, Purple Squad really does just have a major advantage here and still picking off even just little by little some points. MK Ultra, our Greninja player, going to be able to easily escape right there. We should say maybe narrowly a little bit more. I say it's easy. It's just that, you know, Greninja does have Surf, has that ability to escape right there. Also, whether you go smoke screen, double team, any of that. I guess we should get back to the original point that I got away from. It was a little while ago we were talking about how, you know, Greninja specific players were pretty upset that they did debuff. I guess they in the patch they kind of nerfed Greninja's HP, and it really does need that. I've got to tell you, I got to push back on the Greninja people, is that yes, its HP was already not great, but look at how much damage it can do. That Greninja effortlessly in the grass, hiding out just like a ninja, gonna take down that Eldegoss easy. That was like 2 hits, it seemed like. We're gonna have to replay that or something. But anyway, Greninja, a force to be reckoned with, as our player right here, MK Ultra, had 50 points now. And the Zapdos is obviously on the screen, and so it's like Greninja doing exactly, I mean, this Greninja player is doing everything right now, right? Because they're hitting this Zapdos, whittling it away all by themselves, while the other people on their squad, of course, are taking down players. And this Greninja still, wow, absolutely incredible, going for that triple KO, of course, while taking down the Zapdos. So the Greninja, again, that's why I say they're doing everything. They've got the 50. They're taking down the Zapdos so quickly, all by themselves, while able to get those KOs, you know, those kind of last hits. Of course, the rest of the Purple Squad whittling down the other teammates, and yeah, that's going to be a definite surrender right there. It was all over, of course, once Purple got that Zapdos, because that was the only hope for Orange in that match. I did not expect that to be such a stomp, ladies and gentlemen, because that was Masters level play, but very cool showing from the Greninja player. If you guys want to check out another video, please do, and thanks for viewing.